Hello, it's Blight here, Otaku here, and welcome to the May 2017 Humble Monthly Bundle unboxing. Well, second time I've actually done this because first time I, of course, forgot to do the calculations and excluding any discounts, the total cost is £120.52. I think with the discounts, which is only on one game, it would be about £119 with probably some change, with probably a few pence on the end of it. But basically, total amount that is being saved is somewhere between 110 and probably about 109, all depending on discounts and how your bank handles foreign currency transactions. Right, well, first thing I should mention is that Stellaris is the early unlock for the June 2017 Humble Monthly Bundle. As again, I'm not sure which version we would actually get, but assuming that it is going to be base version, that is a £35 game, and it is very highly rated amongst all of the reviewers, although not all of them. Yeah, as they say, your opinion may vary. But let's go and jump into the items for this week, for this month, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in Steam, one humble indie, or humble original indie title, plus a comic, which I wasn't really expecting. So let's go on to the first one, which was one of the two for this month's early unlocks, which is Dirt Rally. Dirt Rally is the most authentic and thrilling rally game ever made. Road tested over 18 million miles by the Dirt community, it perfectly captures that white-knuckle feeling of racing on the edge as you hurtle along the dangerous roads at breakneck speed, knowing that one crash could irreparably harm your stage time. Dirt Rally also includes officially licensed World Rallycross content, allowing you to experience the breathless, high-speed thrills of some of the world's fastest off-road cars, as you trade paint with other drivers at some of the series' best of circuits, in both single-player and high-intensity multiplayer races. Yeah, iconic rally cars. Dirt Rally boasts over 40 of the most iconic and relevant cars from yesteryear to the modern day, representing the cars that the players want and the ones that make the most sense for the surfaces they race on. Yeah, so many stages, official FIA World Rallycross content, so you get Lynn Hell tracks and 6 of the fastest off-road Yep. Custom rally events, rally championships, upgrades, repairs, setup and tuning. So there is more to it than just racing cars. But here comes the problematic part. The system requirements. AMD FX series or Intel Core i3 series. Now I have been able to skirt around, well, especially last month with Event Zero, which required a Core i5 minimum, if I remember correctly. Though I should be able to get around it, because even though it is classed as a quad core, the Core i3 is inherently a dual core, although the recommended are Haswell-based i5s. Oh, excuse me. Oh, blimey. Big one. This might not be in the test anyway, because I'm not going to be spending hours nursing a hard drive. Nursing a 50 gig download and hard drive install. Right. Yeah, so that's the first one. The second of the early unlocks is Inside, which is from the creators of Limbo. And I actually do have Limbo. Yeah, about this game. Hurt and alone, a boy finds himself drawn into the centre of a dark project. And that's all it says. Yeah, good thing. This is a good one. Core 2 quad required. AMD FX 8120. Yeah, and this is sort of like something I also see on one of the other games, like graphics, Nvidia GT 630, 650M, AMD Radeon HD 7650 or equivalent. Yeah. Oh joy. Yeah, should be able to run this. I hope. Right. Now we go from the unlocks to the games that you only just got on the 5th of May, or Cinco de Mayo. This is The Police. Yeah. Dive into a deep story of corruption, crime and intrigue. Take the role of gritty police chief Jack Boyd and come face to face with the ugly underbelly of Freeburg, a city spiraling the drain. Yeah, Eva, I do suck at this. Yeah. Will Jack reach his retirement with a nice stack of bills, or will he end up broken or worse? Manage your staff, respond to emergencies, and investigate crimes in a city on the brink of chaos. The mafia underworld maneuvers behind the scenes, sinking their claws ever deeper into the city, even as the mayor is ready to exploit every situation to his political advantage. Yeah. So this is pretty much... Oh, rich and fully voiced story. Jack Boyd is portrayed by John St. John, the voice of Duke Nukem. And I can't do a Duke Nukem. Right. And next on the list is Undertale. Yeah. The RPG game where you don't have to destroy anyone. Welcome to Undertale. In this RPG, you control a human who falls underground into the world of monsters. Now you must find your way out or stay trapped forever. Healthy Dog's warning. Game contains imagery that may be harmful to players with photosensitive epilepsy or similar condition. Killing is unnecessary. Negotiate out of danger using the hidden battle system. Unique battle system. Time your attacks for extra damage and dodge enemy attacks in a style reminiscent of top-down shooters. Original art and soundtrack brimming with personality. Probably have to turn that off to avoid content ID. Soulful, character-rich story with an emphasis on humour. I'll believe that when I see it. Created mostly by one person. Yeah, I could probably create something like this in about 500 years. Become friends with all of the bosses. At least 5 dogs. You can date a skeleton. Now there are 6 dogs. Maybe you won't want to date a skeleton. Yeah. I think I'm actually going to stop here. So I mean, these minimum requirements are... Oh, for God's sakes, Eva. Trying to do this, and now the cat's starting to walk around. Well, she is supposed to walk around, but I'd rather not have her over the other end near the door. Right, let's screw this up. Next one is Mexico Plus. Right, let's scroll down. There's another load of positive reviews. 100% of the 12 user reviews for this game are positive. Metroco is a new world, living in a living world of infographics driven by your input. All the bar charts, line graphs, and pie charts react to what the player is doing. One bar diagram might grow for every step you walk to the left, while another could decline by every jump you make. You'll have to explore Mexico carefully and analyse your every move to see how it affects the world, and whether it will get you further. The mechanic is called input morphing, and it makes you think about your actions you normally don't think about. 6 unique worlds to explore with distinct challenges, mechanics, looks, and sounds. Original music by Palm Bowman. Play as a boy or as a girl. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to be muting that as well. Intel Core i5, 1.7 gigahertz or comparable. Yep, so probably be able to do this. Yep, she's now eating. Yeah, really should stop mentioning that. Right. Next one on the list is Gona, or Goner, or whatever. And, in the information on the Humble Bundle, on the list, it says, it's Gona, press jump to die edition. So I'm not sure if that means you actually get the game on its own or the game and the soundtrack, because these calculations are only based on the minimum, on the solo price for the item. Yes, Gona is a tough as hell, score-based, procedurally generated platform with roguelike elements. Gona is a story about a friendship between Ick, Death, and a space whale named Sally. You will die a lot. It says you will die a lot. This is by design, but it's not made to feel unfair. You eventually get the hang of Gona, so don't lose your head. But even if you do, it's okay, because we have a lot of replacement heads you can use. Oh, for God's sakes, Eva. Eva, you're not going out! God damn that cat. Be glad when all this stuff is over. Well, okay, before we go to that, if anyone who watched last month's Humble Monthly Unboxing, when I got to Event Zero, I remembered another game that I thought was actually published the same way, but it wasn't. And, it's actually in this month's list. It's the Turing Test, released by Square Enix and developed by Bulkhead Interactive. Yeah, the Turing Test, a challenging first-person puzzle game set on Jupiter's moon, Europa. You are Ava Turing, an engineer for the International Space Agency, sent to discover the cause behind the disappearance of the crew stationed here. Upon arrival, a series of puzzles await you, tests which, according to the station's AI, Tom, can only be solved by a human. These puzzles have apparently been set by the missing ground crew, but why have they created them, and what are they hiding from? In an evolving story based on mankind's instinctual need to explore, protect, and survive, you'll delve deeper into Europa's ice-crusted core and discover that the lines between man and machine begin to blur. Armed with the energy manipulation tool, solve puzzles to open the way forward as you learn the true cost of human morality. Yeah, and I think also what I'll do, because, confusing minimum requirements, because it says Core i3, Athlon 64X2, 6400. And just to make things a bit clearer, the 6400, if I remember, is actually one step above the 6000, the Athlon 64X2 6000 plus that is actually in my other computer. So yeah, confusing there. i7-920, A8-3870, but what I think this is first gen i3, which I think would still be dual core, because if I remember, the i7-920 was a quad core without hyperthreading. Might be wrong, I'm not going to Google it. And the final item is Super Rude Bear Resurrection. Hang on. No need to be sitting there either. I'm not going to be opening the door for you. Oh. Right. Super Rude Bear Resurrection is an ultra-tight massacre platform that anyone can beat. Every time you die, your previous corpses stack up and you can jump on them, push them around, and use them as platforms or meat shields. Each death makes the game slightly easier, but it's possible to beat the whole game without dying at all. Rude Bear is a gangster bear from East London who's been summoned back in time to medieval England to defeat his mortal nemesis, the Wizard. Face challenges so lethal you'll probably need to be resurrected thousands of times to stand any chance of winning, and defeat the fearsome guardians of each world. Looks like a game I will not be playing on video like this. Storage 3 gig, storage 4 gig. I'll probably not be running this, and if I do, I will actually be doing it without sound and voice, except my own. Well, at least Eve has decided to make haste and actually come back up onto the window ledge. And actually, this game has only just been released. So I think this is probably the first time that Humble has actually had a game listed that has only just released. Ugh. Right, so let's start filling down the tabs. So the next video will be, well, the playtest of the games, and also the other game, the Humble original, is called A2B. That is A, number 2, B-E. And there is also, I think I might as well just punch this open now, and quick rise and shine. Yeah, it's A2B, a science fiction narrative. Don't know. Yeah, the other one is actually called Underwear. It's the first volume of it, and it's the first book that is actually published by Humble. Well, electronically published. So, yeah, what I will do is I will redeem all of these, get them into my Steam account, and probably apart from Dirt Rally, which I won't be doing, because 50 gig, I'm not going to be nursing a download for over an hour, since it's now nearly 10 to 2 in the morning. And I really want to get this video in the can. Oh, bloody heck, and I think someone else is out in the hallway, or that is just the other cats. So I'm gonna freaking stop this and either stop looking over there, the door is shut. Right, I'm just gonna stop this and figure out what the heck is going on. And then I'm going to get all of these downloaded and installed. Be back in a moment. Although this moment will be another video to you.